All right, I've got the car here partially uncovered just to intro this video. If you're curious, when I was at Car Week, I noticed some interesting oil burning smells on the way down, which I've had before mildly, usually goes away. Chalked it up to usually when you're taking the oil filter off, which is inverted. There goes my dog. When you take the oil filter off, you know, of course, there's a little bit of drainage that sometimes occurs. You don't quite get it all up. This lasted longer and then ended up getting stronger, and then to the point that we actually noticed the oil level dropping a little, and then actually seeing oil dripping both from the canister where the filter was at one point, as well as underneath the car right before I left, which is about when I was taking a photo of the car with my buddy Gus on Saturday, and then I'm like, that's a pretty big drip underneath, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna head home. Probably should have flatbedded it, but decided that I didn't have a low oil warning light yet. I had some extra oil on me, so I ended up kind of, carefully driving it home, topping it off as I went, made it back safely. And here's some video of what we discovered was the issue, which was probably self-inflicted, although I'm not convinced that the second I had bought a new kind of oil cup container that goes around the filter, and I'm not convinced that either that is not in good condition, or it's possible that I also forgot to lubricate the O-ring, so that would be definitely self-inflicted. Lesson learned there. Might have forgotten that. So anyhow, watch the video, enjoy. There's some fun riding of the Cobra as well. All right, well, we made it home, but yes, there is a pretty big leak down here. Let's see if we can get a little bit of light. And oh yeah, there's a nice puddle down there, or two, actually. It looks like maybe it's just a one. No, there's two. So one there, one there. Interesting. I wonder if that is the oil pump shaft. It's right around there, I think. We'll see. All right, well, it's the next day, and there's definitely oil on the right side too, but who knows what's long. It's all oily all under there, which makes sense after a long drive home. Interestingly, my oil light never actually went on, so I wonder if it's not as low as I think. I did lose some oil pressure. When I topped up one more liter, it went up a bar. It was about 2 bars low compared to normal. So we'll see. What's interesting is up in here, I'm not really seeing what I saw the other day. So we'll have to take a closer look and jack this up and see what's going on underneath. It might just be a loose washer or something. Who knows? We'll find out. I mean, I know I torqued them down my last oil change, so we'll figure it out. Oh, but that said, I'm a little suspicious that's coming from the front, which is interesting, and it's not anything I would have touched. So yeah, there's a screw that's backing out here, so that's finger tight, so I can tighten that down. But what's actually up front, and that looks like a lot of oil, and I don't know why it would be coming from the front and up in that area, if you can see even in the center. So that's where the front drive shaft is, and I do not know why or what that would be that's causing that leak. Yeah, there's smoke coming out the engine top driving, and there's a ton of stuff here. But maybe this is all just coming from somewhere higher or spreading due to driving. I don't think that the main, oil there's the issue. It's been torqued down. Very strange. Why is this up wet up front and in the center is the question. But maybe it's just wet all over. This is going to be tricky to find out. All right, so we are thinking that maybe, just maybe, I didn't tighten the oil filter all the way down, which is probably true based on the fact that when I went in there with the tool, it was a little bit loose. And so maybe that was just, okay, user error. We're going to try to start this again, and he's got a boroscope, and we'll see how much oil we can clean up and what actually happens. Ready? Here we go. Now, the real question is, what's the oil pressure? Oh, that's looking much better. A little bit higher. oil filter. I can smell it. Exactly. So yeah, my friend Justin here was just saying, like, the oil filter, you can think it's on tight, but then it kind of skips and then tightens more. And what probably happened was I thought I had gotten it fully tight, and I just didn't get the leverage from the angle I was doing. And we think that maybe be it. That may be it. There's definitely oil pulled in the V. So we're putting another 4 quarts in right now. Or 2 quarts total. So, sorry, two quarts and now another 2. We're gonna warm it up and check. But that might have been it. And then there is potentially a thing on the bottom that I may want to change the washer on. Okay, so here's the problem. The oil filter, even though it is tightened, is actually leaking. So we either have a bad filter or a bad seal or something. That's the issue. At least thanks to Justin, we have solved it, and now we will repair. There's a large man putting his fist into the center of my engine right now. I said, "You're doing the hard work." He said, "This is the easy work." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, with this stupid aftermarket air intake, which I regret putting on due to its bulbous nature, it makes oil changes about, you know, a 40-minute ordeal as opposed to, 25.
Yeah. Luckily, I have small hands.
This whole thing has to pull out. This whole thing, there's a screw inside of here. There's so many things. Anyhow. Yeah. This is a proper car that actually runs. Because you know what you're actually doing. Woohoo!
Warm it up.
What a weekend. Being sick a little bit. Car week. Crazy things with the police. I gotta tell you the police story.
Police story?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you. Besides Justin's Cobra, this thing just pulled up. In addition to the GT3 Touring, look at this thing.
You gotta check these.
Funny orange. I know. I love the stance.
Oh my god.
The spinner wheels, Luxor wheels.
You push. It's got spacers, right? So we push the wheels out.
Oh my gosh, so funny.
This thing is classic. Oh my god. Look at that rear end.
I could totally. This should be my daily.
That should be your daily.
This is awesome.
Now feel it. See how.
Let's try it. Oh, that's way over there, and then that's. Oh yeah, nice. So that would be. Wait, where's first?
First is right here. It's like an H pattern first.
Second?
Probably.
No, that was probably.
Just go straight back.
Yeah, but wait, where's second?
Watch. Here's first. Here's second. First, second.
It's way over
I'm sorry.
there.
So you,
yeah,
so you go. You go like this.
Yeah,
spring,
yeah.
Against the spring.
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
second.
Yeah,
Oh, that's second. Push forward.
Oh, I see.
Now.
Oh, I see. So that's second.
That's second. Now
that's first. Yeah.
Now in the middle it goes automatically.
Yeah, of course.
To third,
Yeah, it's got spring.
automatically to fourth.
Yeah.
And then you got to spring again this way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like any normal-ish. It's just not. I was just having a problem doing it. All right, let's do this thing.
I'm not trying to.
No, that's all right.
Touch you.
Gently.
Don't touch me there.
Woo. That was good. That was cool. Some sugar.
That was nice.
That was good.
Good coffee.
Yeah, of course.
Back in the old car.
Yeah. It's hot though.
Hot.
Woo. So I have cleaned up the underside. I had it jacked up pretty high. I should have gotten that on video, I realize. But let's take it for a short test drive. It looks like the top is falling in the car. Dry as it can be, and yeah, there's still a little bit of stuff slinging underneath, but that's, I think, the old spillage. So we will see. Let's go check this out, yo. Gonna leave the trim off. See how it goes. All right, well, we had a successful test drive. Everything is dry up top. I don't think there's anything underneath other than some of the older spillover that was still there. So yeah, I think we're good to go. So I may try to do a little bit more cleanup today, and then try to hit maybe a Cars and Coffee tomorrow. We'll see. All right, that I think ends the Car Week oil drama. All right, hope you enjoyed that video. Yeah, that was my friend Justin's replica Cobra. Really, really cool. Amazing car, amazing torque. And then just really quick, because I'm sure some of you may ask, what was the police activity at Car Week? The police did end up writing, I think it was over 100 or 200 tickets to everyone who was out there. A lot of people got tickets at Cannery Row. I actually avoided all of that. I didn't have any stops by the police. I was driving very carefully, quietly, respectfully, of course. So I didn't have any issues. What we did have was, interestingly, in Pacific Grove, which is probably one of the quietest places to stay, and I've stayed there many, many years for Car Week. Overnight, we were in a kind of a B&B type setup, and they have a very small parking lot, and they email you and they say, hey, if you don't get there in time, it's first come, first serve. Otherwise, you can park on the street. And there's plenty of safe, fine street parking in Pacific Grove right around that. Around 12:30 midnight, Thursday night into Friday, we get a honking horn sound going off, and it ends up, I'm waking up like all bleary-eyed, like what the heck's going on? Trying to lock my car, unlock my car from my room, which was the second floor up. I could look down, I could see my car, everything's fine. Stick my head out the window. There's a guy there going bonkers, honking his horn, screaming that he deserves a parking spot, and he's staying at the hotel. And some other gentleman comes out, is talking to him, and he's like, well, there's a guy that's over his line, and he's trying to wait. So he keeps pounding on the horn, waking everyone up, and then starts threatening to slash everyone's tires and then to shoot people. Interestingly enough, the hotel was pretty much right across the street from the police department. The other guy has his son call the police. This guy eventually leaves, and then of course we see the cops come off after him with the lights on, and they stop him and effectively delay him, make sure he's not drunk, make sure he doesn't have a weapon, all of that. I'm pretty sure they inspected his car, and my understanding is that they gave him a citation and told him to get lost. That was definitely a first for Car Week for me, having that kind of police activity. So a huge thank you to the Pacific Grove Police Department. Definitely appreciated. Anyhow, that's it. Hopefully this thing will be back on the road tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. All right, take care.